Hello students, my job here is to show you how to get your feedback because it's with the feedback where your writing is going to grow and improve. So it's an utterly essential component of the class. So you would go into your course content of your Blackboard course and you would hit Turnitin.com. Then you would scroll down, students, to Essay 1, Revision 1 and click View. Students, I want you to know that you can use the scroll bar on your home computer to view all the parts of this assignment. Sometimes you need to use the scroll bar. So you're going to click on View here, and it says that's view the grade mark feedback for this assignment. That grade mark feedback is from me. Okay, and they'll load the document, and it'll look like this. Okay, right away we see that we have a lot of feedback. So, for instance, you'll be given feedback in rollover buttons, good MLA formatting, or needs more, or let me scroll this down for you so you can see it, or needs more development. Paragraphs are too lean, needs more development with at least 3 primary supporting sentences per paragraph. Or number. Numbers are spelled out. See Hacker. Hacker is the writer's reference. She's the author of the writer's reference. See Hacker, section M5, and that'll help you understand which numbers we have to spell out. Or you may have fragments, and it'll tell you to see Hacker G5. Class, fragments are incomplete sentences. It is not college level writing to write with incomplete sentences, so I want you to get rid of your fragments right away, some of you. And if you need help, copy those fragments onto an empty sheet of paper, send that paper to the tutor and say, help, Carol, help, how do I make these complete sentences? Once you learn it, it's easy, but most of the reason there are fragments are because there's no subject or there's no verb. Okay, so those are important things. So these rollover buttons are really, really good feedback. There are also rollover buttons with or without highlighting, okay? So here's an example of a rollover button with highlighting, and my message to you is this is just an example. Okay, grammar issues are in purple. So for instance, this says you may be using the wrong preposition. View handbook. You have a grammar handbook built in by Turnitin.com, which I think is lovely and so handy. So then you have a little bit of reading to do about verb form errors. Okay? Where's our document? Here it is. Okay. Here's an article error. You may need to remove this article, so view the handbook, find out what the rules are, and apply them. Okay? So this is a wonderful tool. The last thing you might get is feedback in a text box. All right? Your document must be double spaced so that feedback and commentary can be written. This is why I do not read documents that are not properly formatted and documents that are single-spaced. There is no way to give good feedback when everything's all scrunched together. It is absolutely essential that all 101 documents and all English 102 documents in the entire college are formatted correctly, which includes double spacing. And also there are not 4 spaces here and there's not 4 spaces here. Okay, those are formatting errors, and take off for them. Okay. One last thing. I made all my grade mark rollover buttons custom, and because there are so many of them, I don't always refer you to Hacker. For instance, you might have a button that says CS and over a comma, and you're like, what is CS? Where you find out what that is you open Hacker to the very last page. You open your writer's reference to the very last page, and here you will see a page entitled Revision Symbols. Listed alphabetically on this page in red are the revision symbols, diacritical marks, editor's marks, whatever you want to call them. And next to them is a definition of what the writing error is, and the section in the writer's reference for you to find out what the writer error is and how to fix it. Okay, so it's important that you use that revision symbol page a lot when you're looking at your feedback. Okay, and there's one last thing I want to point out. This is very common. Everybody needs to have their last page. Okay, see this right here? Everybody needs to have their last page. First of all, don't use everybody because it's overgeneralizing. And in order for you to support that statement, to make it true, you would have to take a poll of every single person in the entire universe and see if they are on their last page in revision symbols. Okay, we don't overgeneralize. We don't use that kind of language. Plus, there's also a pronoun agreement problem, PNAGR in revision symbols. Everybody is an indefinite pronoun and is considered singular, and then here we have a plural possessive pronoun referring to it, so that's a pronoun agreement issue. Don't use everybody. Okay, and don't use it in your writing, because most of the time when you use it, we do not know to what you are referring, because you may have 3 possible references in the preceding sentence. So you want to get rid of the overgeneralizing words, always, never, everybody, and you want to get rid of the word it, because we really don't know to what, most of the time we don't know to what you are referring. You want to use very specific language, very specific vocabulary, and that will make your writing so much more interesting. Good luck with learning from your feedback, and remember, mistakes go away if you learn from them.